Hello and welcome to Pruszków, which is approximately 18 kilometers, more or less, to the southwest of Warsaw. This was the main road. I'm sure it still is the main road. When I used to live in Warsaw, I used to get my vehicle fixed in Milanówek, which is along this road, and the first time I ever came down, I broke down outside that McDonald's there, which has obviously been here now for a very long time. So I'm going to show you today a little bit about the history of the town. Indeed, as I often do, I'm going to talk about the Holocaust and this location here. This is where the synagogue in Pruszków used to be, and the mikveh. Now, a mikveh is a ritual bath, and so within the Jewish religion, keeping clean is an important feature of it. So often you find the ritual bath next to the synagogue. Now, as everywhere, Jews were forced into ghettos, but what happened here is something I've so far not come across anywhere else. The Jews of Pruszków actually disassembled the synagogue and then wanted to reassemble it inside the ghetto. That didn't happen. They left it, and I presume that it was used for firewood during the winter. The Jews were initially forced into a ghetto. As everywhere, it happened in stages. Now, the ghetto itself in Pruszków was liquidated in February of 1941, and the population was forced to go into Warsaw. In Pruszków, the ghetto, the conditions were not as bad as in other places. It was relatively free for people to come and go as they please. I think these stones might mean something. And the Polish police turned a blind eye. There was obviously Polish police under the occupation. Indeed, the occupiers forced anybody who had been in the police before the war, they had to report back for duty. And I do get the impression that these stones, though, do look as though they're, well, some of them, I don't know, I might be completely wrong, but they do look like the things you might see in a where there's water, although there's quite a lot of them, so maybe it isn't. Well, there's nothing here today. It is on Google Maps, so I was expecting to see a little sign saying that this was here. Of course, I could have got the wrong position, but which has happened before. But according to Google Maps, it is this location here. Well, there's nothing here anymore. After the war, next to nobody came back. So from Warsaw, there was a lot of people. In here, there was 5 people living in one room, but in Warsaw it would have been even worse. And so people were forced out of their homes in there, and then they had onto trains, and the train took them to the Gdansk station, Danzig's Bahnhof in Warsaw, and there, probably via the Umschlagplatz, where people the following year were deported to Treblinka, they were brought into the ghetto in Warsaw and just dumped there for the Jewish council to take care of. So, thanks for watching. I'd like to have shown you something a little bit more, but that's all there is to show. So, all the best from me in Pruszków, Poland.